What kind of chain you got? Chains basically come in two different categories. You have your unsealed or standard chain, and then you have your sealed or O-ring chain. Unsealed chains are typically found on your vintage bikes, smaller displacements, as well as some off-road bikes. A standard chain is just a series of plain bearings made of metal links and nothing else. That means it's up to you to keep all of the parts lubricated and to prevent them essentially from grinding themselves into dust. Probably got to do it every few hundred miles. Sealed chains have rubber seals sandwiched in between the side plates and the inner links. And that's going to seal in the grease that's sucked in around the pins by a vacuum when it's manufactured. And the O-rings are going to seal the grease in while keeping the dirt and water out. And that's going to ensure that the pins and bushings are bathed in lube, which is going to greatly reduce wear and extend the life of your chain. And with the O-ring setup, it's going to mean less frequent and light applications of chain lube, since all you're doing with that aerosol can is keeping the O-rings moist and pliable and preventing corrosion. Quick fact, sealed chains were introduced in the late 1970s. Recently, more sealed types have been developed, most notably the X-ring. How the O-ring works? When the O-ring is squeezed between the plates, it creates a fair amount of surface area. That area results in a small amount of drag every time the chain link pivots, and that drag slows power getting to the rear wheel. But with the X-ring, the seal is more readily compressed in between the plates, and that X shape provides 4 sealing surfaces around each link pin, and that's less drag to the rear wheel. Quick tip, the X-ring technology was developed for the track, but then adapted to the street. And as a track product, those X-ring chains were typically made from tougher metals. They also have some weight reducing features, such as hollow link pins, as well as thinner side plates. So rule of thumb, the better sealing a chain has, the more expensive it's probably going to be. But don't let that make you go cheap. So the next time you have to invest in a chain, make sure that you get one that's going to save you money in the long run. And as always, ride safe, hit that follow, keep the rubber side down.